into the wonderful, into the wonderful, into the wonderful.
Greetings and welcome to the 29th episode of Retro Rant. This is a review of Gods, developed in 1991 by the Bitmap Brothers for the Amiga and Atari ST, and later ported to DOS, Acorn Archimedes, Sega Mega Drive and Super Nintendo. Of all the later ports, I have seen only a video of the Mega Drive port in which the hero looked like he was in a rush to go to the toilet, so I was not very impressed with that. Gods is a game I had back in the day on my Commodore Amiga, but was never quite fond of it, quite like Simon the Sorcerer. Check out my review of this one as well. But I had a chance to take a second look at it because of an English Amiga board competition. So let us see if this one will get roasted like Simon the Sorcerer did, or if it will pass the Rant test. We play as a hero who has made a deal with the gods. He will rid them of some pesky guardians, and in return, he will be made an immortal himself. I don't understand why the gods cannot take care of this mess themselves and have to hire the pest control police, but anyway. You have to travel through 4 worlds made up of 3 levels each, solving puzzles, crushing your enemies, discovering secret bonuses, and amassing lots of coins so that you can get nice upgrades in the shop. The graphics of this game are superb, as is to be expected of a Bitmap Brothers game. Very well defined, big sprites with smooth animation, nice backgrounds and visual effects as well make for an exciting visual experience. I also enjoyed the variety in the levels, with a different setting and enemies each time, so that you actually feel that you progress in the game. The sound is the weakest part of Gods, unfortunately. Apart from an average title track, the rest of the game has no music whatsoever, only an occasional jingle every now and then. On the other hand, the sound effects are quite good and satisfying, like the metallic sounds when you hit stone, the explosions, and the whoop when jumping. But the important part is the gameplay. Back in the day, I was not a fan of this game due to its difficulty. Revisiting the game now and having had the chance to study some nice online guides, I am happy to say that I was quite harsh towards it. Granted, it is a difficult platform puzzler, but the difficulty does not lie in the skill required to beat the game, but in memorizing what you have to do for each level. If you just try to brute force your way in Gods, you don't stand a chance. But if you have planned ahead, it is actually quite easy to beat, and you will be able to do it consistently. You need to know what enemies appear and where are the weakest ones, so that you can open an escape route. Weapon management is also crucial to beating gods, as different levels require different weapons, sometimes removing your hard-end arsenal. So this is a thinking man's platform game, with lots of strategy involved, and I like this kind of thing very much, although I'm not a fan of memorization. Gods also has a nice password system, so you don't have to play the game from the beginning each time, and that is always welcome. It also has an intelligent way of awarding you with lives, energy or points to help you on your way, depending on how you're doing, and I'm very impressed by it. The boss fights are also quite exciting and cool. Finally, each level is chock full of secrets, and this makes for a very replayable game so as to discover everything, although most of them are very difficult to figure out yourself. On the negative side, the controls can be a bit confusing and annoying at times. You cannot jump straight up and you cannot shoot while crouching. Moving to and from a ladder can be a pain as well, especially when the ladder leads to a long drop. There is also a very limited inventory of 3 slots with an extra slot for dropping items, which reminds me a lot of the awful Dizzy games and the tedious item management this entails. The ending was also very underwhelming and unsatisfying for such an epic game. So would I recommend Gods? Yes, it is a great game that can be very frustrating until you learn what you have to do. If blind action is your thing, then Gods might not be the game for you. So that's it for now, and I'll see you next time!